Because in many ways, and with apologies to my dear spicy white friends, because I know that my white brothers and sisters do love a 4th of July. It is Independence Day, everybody's barbecuing, it's a thing. I can promise you, Black folks, we will take that day off. We will barbecue because we off. But Black people, that nobody Black I know is really excited about the 4th of July because it is what Frederick Douglass said it is. It is the celebration of slaveholders who freed themselves from having to pay taxes to the crown for their slave empire. And that is what it is. I mean,
At what point do Black Americans become fully American? And listen, if you choose for whatever reason to not celebrate the 4th of July, that is completely on you. I have no issue with it. My issue is the growing narrative that Black Americans should not celebrate the 4th of July and how it is continuously perpetuated by other Black Americans. Joy Reid goes into this interview saying, well, you know, the Black people I know are not excited about celebrating the 4th of July. Like, we're going to go out and we're going to, you know, use this off day to barbecue, but we're not really excited. And then she references Frederick Douglass' famous speech in 1852. And he's calling out the United States at this time because there is massive slavery. There's about 3.2 million enslaved Black people at this time in the United States. And he's calling out the hypocrisy of the United States, basically saying that even though they're choosing, or they had chosen to celebrate the 4th of July because he delivered this speech on July 5th, you know, they're not living up to what the founding fathers wrote in the Declaration of Independence, that all men are created equal, that, you know, they are empowered by their creator, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. He's calling them out, and as he should. But what we have to understand is that Joy Reid speaks about this in 2026. The people, what to the slave is the 4th of July. So I believe in 2026 it's fair to ask you, what to the citizen, the Black citizen, the American citizen is the 4th of July? We're not slaves. Like, we just celebrated Juneteenth. And if Juneteenth commemorates, you know, Black Texans being freed from, or finding out that they're freed from slavery, so Juneteenth is supposed to mean freedom, then why can't July 4th also mean independence? Like Joy Reid perhaps would tell me, well, slavery still existed in 1776 at the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Of course, but what holiday do you know, like, derived from like a perfect society? I would argue none. People celebrate holidays all the time without knowing its origins, without knowing if people were excluded or if they were suffering or what type of history it derived from. Not one time did Frederick Douglass tell Black people to give up their claims to America. Not once. He told America to start living up to it in reference to abolishing slavery.